Many people try different strategies to become the next internet sensation overnight, but some adorable animals were simply born with the unique qualities that turned them into stars. In today's video, we'll introduce you to two charming creatures whose journey from furry to famous was almost instant. Their stories are sure to bring a smile to your face. Gertrude. If you're looking to become an internet sensation overnight, you might try Googling some helpful tips and tricks. But the truth is, there's no secret formula or guaranteed way to make it happen. No one really knows exactly what it takes to become famous online. Some people become popular because of their talents, while others are just naturally born to be stars. In the end, it all comes down to whether people love you so much that they can't get enough of you. Such is the case for one particular duck named Gertrude. Her owner, Holly Mee from Pennsylvania, who happens to be a passionate duck lover, says Gertrude is truly special. While all the other ducks she owns are lovely, this duck really stands out from the crowd. Gertrude has such a distinct look that it's almost certain you'll turn around if she walks by. She is a crested Pekin duck. Crested Pekin ducks, also known as American Pekins, arrived from China in the 19th century. These ducks are not the same as the Peking duck, which is a type of dish. The original Pekins imported to America actually hatched in Peking, Beijing, China. The American Pekin, which is usually grown for meat, has a large and heavy body. Because of this, they aren't great flyers, though they can fly if they need to. It's also quite common for crested Pekin ducks to have a fluffy crest on their head. But Gertrude's crest is obviously very unique. I mean, look at that hair though. Most would envy those locks. Of course, it's not really hair, but a crest of feathers with a distinct shape. It's easy to see why Gertrude has been compared to people like George Washington, Queen Elizabeth, Albert Einstein, and many more who were famous for their hair. According to Holly, the 3-year-old crested Pekin duck was born with a strange lump on her head that grew into her amazing feather headpiece. Naturally, the duck's hair was too fabulous to be kept a secret from the world. After a photo of Gertrude went viral, she was later featured in a few magazines, on a tabloid cover in the UK, and in several advertisements. She is not your ordinary waddling duck from the pond nearby, but lives like a celebrity. You could even say she's a model. Because of her fame, Gertrude needs to stay indoors and wear diapers. Like any model, she has a busy schedule. When the photogenic quacker isn't striking a pose for a photo shoot, she serves as an emotional support animal. She often visits nursing homes and shut-ins, and she's perfect for the job. Just looking at her makes people smile. Sometimes, after becoming famous, loneliness creeps in. Gertrude had a brother once, but he didn't survive due to a raccoon attack. However, Gertrude never feels alone. Outside of her active lifestyle, the stylish duck lives among a family of 19 other ducks, 12 geese, and 25 chickens, so she's never truly lonely. And it's not just her outrageous hairstyle that sets Gertrude apart from the other ducks. She has the star personality to match all of that fame. She is exceptionally friendly and really easygoing. On the flip side, Gertrude sometimes displays diva behavior. When she wants attention, attention is what she will get. She is by far the loudest duck of the bunch and will keep quacking until you notice her. She is also a smart duck who knows her name and will come running when you call her. Her favorite person is Holly's 81-year-old father, with whom she has developed a special bond. Having a duck as a pet is a big responsibility and can be challenging. You have to be ready to clean up after them since it's unlikely you can train a duck to use a potty, which is why Gertrude wears diapers. Keeping a duck indoors means changing diapers often. But aside from that, ducks are loyal and funny pets. They're great to have around and watch. Once they bond with you, you've got a true friend for life. Keys. When Peter Mares from California adopted a black and white kitten, he never imagined she had a hidden talent, let alone that she would one day become an internet sensation. This tuxedo cat, named Keys, was rescued by Peter when she was just 11 weeks old, and she's been with him ever since. As Keys approached her second year, during Peter's summer vacation, she developed a habit of waiting for him to wake up each morning. One day, Peter noticed Keys doing something unusual. Initially, he thought she was trying to reach for something, but then he realized she was making a peculiar movement with her body that he had never seen before. It looked like a stretch, but not the typical stretch you see in most cats. Keys had a unique way of starting her day, or so it seemed. As Peter lay in bed, he watched with curiosity. He saw Keys sit on her hind legs and suddenly throw her front paws up in the air. But what exactly was she doing? Was she worshipping some invisible cat deity that only cats can see? Was she signaling to Peter that she wanted to be picked up? Or was she simply waiting for a double high five? Peter wasn't sure why Keys did what she did, but it was hilarious to see. The next day, he hoped Keys would do her pose again, and she did. As always, she was waiting for him to wake up. The moment he grabbed his phone, Keys immediately went into the same odd pose to show off her funny talent yet again. She just raised her front paws in the air, much like a goalie trying to block a ball. Naturally, Peter snapped another picture of Keys with her raised paws. It was just so adorable. He decided to reward her unique talent with a treat, coconut oil. And that's how her love for coconut oil started. It seems Keys has figured out what happens after she strikes her famous pose. She just knows that whenever Peter takes out his phone and says the phrase, "I know what you want," she instantly gets triggered to show her talent in order to get a treat. However, sometimes she starts stretching up just to prompt Peter to start the photo shoot so she can get some coconut oil. Keys also enjoys other things. She knows exactly when Peter is serving himself ice cream and runs straight to the kitchen to get some of that cold deliciousness. She's also a good bird hunter, even though she was an indoor cat for 3 years. As a tribute to her goalpost-like paws, Peter humorously dubbed his cat Goal Kitty. He has shared numerous pictures of Keys in her signature pose on Instagram and Facebook. Of course, the amusing photos went viral. People took such a liking to the cat's iconic pose that they began to Photoshop her into different funny scenes. Have a look at these comical pictures. The most iconic edited photo of Goal Kitty is probably the one where she poses as an enthusiastic goalie. But apparently, Goal Kitty isn't just into soccer. She also likes volleyball, is interested in weightlifting and gymnastics, and she's a great boxer as well. Obviously, she's always the winner. She's also into daredevilish acts like parachuting and shooting out of a cannon. But really, having fun must be her #1 goal in life. Apparently, she's always ready for a roller coaster ride and waves her paws in the air like she doesn't care. Goal Kitty has also been cleverly edited into classic movie scenes, like the one from The Lion King. She makes an awesome Simba, by the way. And if the cartoons don't work out, there's always the Oscars. What do you know? She's a great stand-in for an Oscar award. Just look at her, feeling all familiar with DiCaprio. Well, that's all according to these funny memes anyway. The internet is just having a blast with Goal Kitty's signature goalpost paws, and everyone is making some kind of version of it. The memes keep on coming, and the application of the signature pose seems to have no end. People simply love this ridiculous cat. It's kind of hard not to like such a silly cat. I'm not sure how her owner ever just watches a video on his phone though. Does she keep her paws up during the whole video? What do you think? Having a cat that does the goal hands would be pretty awesome. You'd never have to worry about needing a cheerleader because she'd always be there to support you. So, to everyone trying to become famous, keep your head up. If a duck with a big hairdo and a funny cat can make it big, so can you. Who would have thought that fluffy feathers and raised kitten paws could become so popular? What tricks does your pet know? How did you teach them? Share with us in the comments. Thank you.